now with our 2012 commencement address, Ambassador Chowdhury.
Greetings to all of you, Chancellor Motley, distinguished faculty members, esteemed honorary degree recipients and award recipients, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, most importantly, the graduates of 2012. I'm honored to be with you on this occasion of the 44th commencement of the University of Massachusetts, Boston, an institution which is well known for its significant contributions to the cultural and economic life of this great city of Boston and enhancing the Commonwealth's vital participation in the global community. The diversity and globality of UMass Boston is phenomenal. You should be proud that your alma mater values and provides a learning environment that nurtures respect for differences, excites curiosity, and embodies civility. It is encouraging to find that as a campus community, UMass Boston focuses on addressing critical social issues and contribute to the public good, both local and global. Its global engagement and dedication to rigorous, open, critical inquiry that fosters imagination, creativity, and intellectual vitality is what had certainly attracted you in the first place to this prestigious seat of learning with a long, fascinating history. And I trust those core values have by now become an integral part of you. Today is a day of significant achievement, a day of celebration for UMass Boston's 2012 graduating class. You have put your energies and talents to good use. You are seeing the rewards of your hard work. You have been particularly privileged as your learning prepared you well to be independent, creative, and compassionate citizens and leaders who will shape the quality of individual and social life with a global perspective of today's interdependent world. My warmest congratulations to each one of you, my dear graduates. I would also like to congratulate the men and women who gave their best to help you attain your best, the dedicated educators and administrators of UMass Boston. Here, I would pay a special tribute to the dedicated leadership of Chancellor Motley, President Garrett, Board of Trustees Chair Karam, and I join all of you in thanking the people whose love and sacrifice made this day possible, the enduring parents and guardians of the graduates of the class of 2012. Let us give them all a big hand. You are about to become an active and responsible part of the economic, social, and cultural forces that contribute to the progress of humanity. Your university's remarkable history and special setting, as well as its forward-looking tradition of human rights, civil liberties, and attention to the underprivileged and marginalized, have prepared you well to do that with the education that you received here. So, what has your hard work and an education give you? We know you have the skills and the talent to be the best at what you will do. You have made friends and colleagues that will serve you in the years to come and provide a rich network of mutual care and fondness all your lives. You have prepared yourself for success, but beyond what you have done for yourself, none of you would be here at this institution if each of you did not aspire for something bigger than yourselves. You all are here because you have an innate passion for helping humanity, applying your mind and talents towards benefiting people beyond yourself. You are here bound by the spirit of this institution that you can indeed progress your lives by progressing other people's lives, and that you can make yourself the happiest by making others happy. You have the passion and you have purpose, but it is not blind passion or undirected purpose. Rather, it is passion and purpose backed by hard work and attention to learning your craft. You all have delved into the details of your areas of study. You all have become deeply knowledgeable in your disciplines. You all have put substance behind the aspirations. And so, the benefit that this institution, its mission, and your hard work has brought is the warmth of emotion, backed by the strength and cool precision of your knowledge-based expertise. The world awaits you all can do. Of course, you are all aware enough that the hardest problems on the planet will not have singular answers, nor will they be resolved with singular attempts. The hardest problems facing the world must be worked diligently, repeatedly, and with patience. Each setback must be a springboard to the start of the next attempt that you embark upon with renewed vigor. It is your mission, your passion, backed by knowledge you have gained, that will keep moving you forward. I would like to give you an example of this from my own life, where mission, passion, and knowledge combine to help move something big for humanity. My life's experience has taught me to value peace and equality as the essential components of our existence that unleashes the forces of good and positive that is so needed for human progress. Let me share with you my own passion for the equality of participation of women at all decision-making levels everywhere. Absence of this aspect of equality, more so the absolute reticence to recognize women's positive contribution in the area of peace and security, was appalling and that led me to take a bold move when the opportunity arose. On the International Women's Day in 2000, I had the honor of issuing on behalf of the United Nations Security Council, in my capacity as its president, a statement that formally brought to global attention the unrecognized, underutilized, and undervalued contribution women have been making towards the prevention of wars, peace building, and engaging individuals and societies to live in harmony. It was recognized that peace is inextricably linked with equality between women and men. For a long time, the impression has been that women were helpless victims of war and conflicts. The role of women in fostering peace in their communities and beyond has been overlooked. In my visits to various parts of the world, I have learned that we should never forget that when women are marginalized, there is no chance for our world to get sustainable peace in the real sense. Women bring to the cause of peace distinctive experience, competence, and perspectives. Women bring a new breadth, quality, and balance of vision to a common effort of moving away from a cult of war towards a culture of peace. For generations, women have served as peace educators, both in their families and in their societies. They have proved instrumental in building bridges rather than walls. My mission was to ensure that the world rallied behind the cause of women's role in securing peace. And I let this goal inspire my actions through challenges and obstacles. My initiative opened a much-awaited door of opportunity for women to bring a qualitative improvement in how you deal with peace and security issues. I am so inspired that this work and commitment led to the adoption of the groundbreaking UN Security Council Resolution 1325, which universally recognized the women's positive contribution to peace. It is amazing that in only 12 years, just 4 numbers, 1, 3, 2, 5, have generated a global enthusiasm that is unprecedented. I am very encouraged that in choosing the 3 women laureates for the 2011 Nobel Peace Prize, the citation referred to 1325, saying that it underlined the need for women to become participants on an equal footing with men in peace processes and in peace work in general. Women's equality makes our planet safe and secure. And it is truly inspiring to find that 60% of UMass Boston students are women. I am also immensely encouraged by all the purposeful work being done by the Consortium on Gender, Security, and Human Rights, hosted by UMass Boston. On a personal note, I'm proud to have the presence of the 3 generations of women in my life on this occasion. My wife, Mariam, my daughter, Sudeshna, and our granddaughter, Priyanka, who, like you, graduated last week. Now let me share with you the centrality of the culture of peace in our lives. From Sierra Leone to Sri Lanka, from Mongolia to Mauritius, from Paraguay to the Philippines, from Kosovo to Kazakhstan, from Bhutan to the Bahamas to Burkina Faso, I have seen time and again how people, even the humblest and weakest, have contributed to building the culture of peace in their personal lives, in their families, in their communities, and in their countries. And that ultimately is contributing to build a new and better tomorrow for humanity and to the global movement for the culture of peace that I am advocating for more than a decade and a half. Peace is integral to human existence. In everything we do, in everything we say, and in every thought we have, there is a place for peace. Do not isolate peace as something separate. We should know how to relate to one another without being angry, without being violent, without being disrespectful, without neglect, without prejudice. Once we are able to do that, we are able to take the next step forward in building the culture of peace. We need to focus on empowering the individual so that each one of us becomes individually an agent of peace and nonviolence. Begin with yourself. The adoption in 1999 by the UN General Assembly of the Declaration and Program of Action on Culture of Peace was a watershed event. It was an honor for me to chair the 9-month-long negotiations that led to the adoption of this historic norm-setting document that is considered as one of the most significant legacies of the United Nations that would endure generations. Let us remember that the work for peace is a continuous process. Each one of us can make a difference in that process. Peace cannot be imposed from outside. It must be realized from within. Seeds of peace exist in all of us. They must be nurtured, cared for, and promoted by us all to flourish and flower. Remember that each person has their own personal cause. Whatever it is, give it an unparalleled devotion and do the best you can. I'm always inspired by the human spirit and its resilience and capacity to overcome all adversity. What impresses me most is the individual determination to improve your own condition. Before I conclude, I would ask you to look into yourselves. In a world where material pursuit apparently is the be-all and end-all of human endeavor, find a real space for spirituality in your life. In your eagerness to get something quick, never ever sell your soul. I'm confident that you will make every effort to rid yourselves and your fellow men and women of the evils of intolerance and prejudice, ignorance and selfishness that compel us to repeat the cycle of violence. Your positive goals should not be achieved at the cost of others. Recognize the positive in others and value others. Recognize your own mistakes. Do not find a scapegoat for your failures. Confidence is essential, but it should not be misplaced. Do not be dogmatic. to stagnate. Be flexible to move ahead. So at the very end, it comes down to a question of vision and leadership. Rather than waiting for others to lead, it is incumbent on each of you to assume that you are it. So, in conclusion, let your time here at this great institution serve as a call to action to you who have engaged in its ideas and its distinctive spirit, so you may wield your talents and intellect and passion towards something that moves you and moves others. And with any attempt and with every try, may you find strength in the knowledge that you tried for all of us. And just through the act of trying, you have made all our legacies richer. Congratulations to you all, class of 2012.
Ambassador Chowdhury.